This game was a pretty special game for me. This game, it was my favorite player versus my favorite team. Gigi Jackson, his first true debut against my team, the Los Angeles Clippers. And the team I was rooting for, I will be honest, I was rooting for the Grizzlies because Gigi Jackson is my boy, and it would just feel so sweet for Gigi Jackson to get a win against two of the best defenders in the NBA and the best team in the NBA. It would just feel really good, and it would be a good accolade for my boy. But of course, the Clippers won, and I'm also happy too because that is my team, and the Clippers did need to win, and it was a well-deserved win. Um, it was a really scrappy game, really close. Um, which is the Grizzlies, you know, they took the lead in the first half, but then the Clippers, um, Harden, he hit a he hit a he hit a key shot. Like it was always so close, man. It was always so close, like neck and neck. And then bam, the Clippers just sealed the deal. And you know, the Clippers they did their thing. We did our thing. The Clippers did their thing. Um. Anyways, let's go player by player. Um, it was a pretty it was an intense game, man. It was an intense game. Um, Clippers just took control. See, that's the Clippers' modus operandi. I'm just making things up right now, but I'm I just say MO because I supposedly that's what the motive is, and that's what the Clippers, that's one of the personality traits at this point. They love to start slow in the first half, and then the second half, the Clippers they love to step things up. It was a really low scoring game too. It felt like the 1990s or the 2000s. Um, Paul George started off pretty slow, but he stepped up. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Got a lot of turnovers though. Gotta keep that under control. But Paul George, he hit a lot of key shots, man. He hit a lot of key shots. Kawhi Leonard, he had a pretty good game. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 4 assists. Um, One crazy shot was against Lamar Stevens, man, and that was crazy. And he scored over 3 people. That's insane. Ivica Zubac, um, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, um, double double. One big holes with the Grizzlies is they struggle against the bigs, and in order to beat the Grizzlies, it's just like pretty much if you have a good big, they pretty much would have a good game. And Zubac, he did have a pretty solid game. He did his thing on defense. Um, James Harden, not a good night from him. He did went to the free throw line a lot, and he be throwing assists and getting 8 rebounds. Um, that one shot though, man, that one shot was pretty much like a dagger on my favorite player, Gigi Jackson. That one shot, man, that stung, man. Oh man, that was crazy. And Gigi Jackson played elite defense too. It's just that shot was just man, it was a swish. Terrence Mann. I want to give a huge shout out to Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, December. People were saying he was washed. They were mocking the Clippers that why was he not traded for Harden, but he showed his worth. He showed his worth. 23 points, 12 rebounds, a double double. That's a great game from him, man. Really good game from Terrence Mann. Um, People, they just need to remember he definitely shows up, man. He shows up. He's a dog. He really good game from him. Shout out to T-Man. PJ Tucker. I was so surprised that he got minutes. Norman Powell went out, so I would think Brandon Boston would be playing minutes, but Um, 3 rebounds. Um, that's pretty much what he did. Of course, he doesn't shoot the ball, which is at least that's all right because Tucker he cannot really shoot the ball at all. Um, this year it'd be a darn air ball when he would shoot the ball, but he does have moments on defense and rebounding, especially defense. I wouldn't say like he's an elite defender, but he could play some sporadic good defense, especially if you play against like a slower paced team. Um, he could get some stops at times, but obviously it's better to play someone else to get get the offense going at times. Like would be nice if we have Robert Covington, but Tucker he does come in handy at times, and I guess during the playoff environment he could bring that veteran momentum for the team. So that is also that. Mason Plumlee, 0 for 1. 6 points, went to the free throw, 1 rebound. Not really it lately. I don't know why Daniel Theis has not been playing. That's pretty weird. I would rather have Daniel Theis play over Tucker and Plumlee, and then probably have Brandon Boston play. Um, but the Clippers put it through. Russell Westbrook, 6 for 15, 13 points, 2 rebounds. Pretty good game from him. He had a better start. Amir Coffey only 1 for 6, two steals though, and he has the better switch ability compared to Tucker. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. 2 assists. Um, so he did the little things this time. Um, was surprised Brandon Boston didn't play or Bones preferred one of them to play, but the Clips pulled it through. Now the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson, he had a monster scoring night. Towards the end, he was definitely keeping the Grizzlies like close, like especially in the post. But he just got some key turnovers. The ball got stripped out of his hands. To be honest, Jaren Jackson, um, he gets like one of the worst whistles in the NBA. Like when he would be getting fouled, it'll be a no call. Kind of like with Russell Westbrook and Paul George. If I had to say who gets the worst whistle, it'll be Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and then Jaren Jackson Jr. Because you can foul that man, and oh boy, there'll be no calls. Santi Aldama, 7 points, 6 rebounds. He did all right. Um, he did all right. Zaire Williams, 4 for 9, 4 boards, 2 steals, 1 assist. He had, not really, not the best from the shooting, but he seems more solid lately. Luke Kennard, um, 7 points, 3 for 8, um, you know, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. His three's not falling in. Vince Williams Jr., pretty good game from him. 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 points. I've always loved to say this. Vince Williams is pretty much like Terrence Mann when he was coming into the league. 3-and-D defender, plays scrappy, could kind of play up the point guard at times, but he's not a true point guard. Same prototype. I think he's a steal, extremely underrated. He's a dog. Lamar Stevens, solid game from him. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Um, he did his thing. Jalen Ravia, not a good game. He did get some twos. He did get some steals, 4 rebounds, but 1 for 8. I know it's his first game back, but Laravia never really moved the needle. And Gigi Jackson, 24 minutes, which should be at least like 36 minutes. Um, and I feel like Gigi Jackson, he did do pretty good. Um, he actually did do amazing, man. Like he makes really tough shots. Um, especially on Kawhi and Paul George. He's smooth with it, man. And he played elite defense. It's not even a bad thing, to get locked up by him. Like, I remember he locked up Kawhi in that one possession. It's amazing. 11 points, 2 boards. Like, stat line don't look too crazy, but eye test wise, he's insane, man. Um, he's definitely gonna be the next big thing. Like, he's definitely like, how they say Jokic was the biggest steal of the 2010s. That's gonna be Gigi Jackson. He is so amazing. And next year with Ja, it's going to be a movie. John Conchar, he was pretty solid, pretty scrappy on defense. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 points. So pretty much a hard-fought game, hard-fought loss for the Grizzlies and the Clippers. We just pulled it through. Um, this was a good game, man. Um, I'm looking forward to see how Gigi does, and looking forward how the Clippers does. Clippers played the Kings and I think the Grizzlies. I don't know. I forgot who he played on Monday, but the Grizzlies, they got a pretty bright future, man. Um, but another thing I want to add on is Gigi Jackson. I, he wasn't perfect when he started off playing. Like, he would have moments when he would miss a lot of shots, but I think it's just because he got the consistent minutes. The reason why I use this analogy because Brandon Boston Jr. I'm really high on Brandon Boston Jr. still. Haven't sold my stocks. I'm confident if Brandon Boston Jr. got the same minutes as Gigi Jackson, um, or at least doesn't have to be huge. Just try to use him as a plug-in. That's why I was pretty disappointed when I saw Tucker instead of Brandon Boston Jr. because I want Brandon Boston to play, man. I feel like if he gets the minutes, I think he definitely will go on a run, and he's definitely a bucket. Like, like he would definitely like go off and have one of those games because Brandon Boston, his rookie season, he went off against the Boston Celtics, just like how Gigi Jackson went off against the Warriors. Um, and I think the Clippers just kind of like, I don't know, I don't know if it would, he kind of like stunted his development by like inconsistent playing time. But even then, when he would play, you could tell that he still got that in him. Like, he's good at making tough shots. Um, so hopefully the Clippers eventually try to start playing him more minutes. But overall, this was a pretty happy game for me. Uh, nice to see G. Jackson play against my team, and he. It would be nice if he dropped 30, but um, I think it would be possible. But he was kind of used off ball too much. But anyways, this end this video. Let me know what you think about this game, and especially Gigi Jackson. But anyways, have a good weekend. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and peace.